बाकीचे कुठे गेले?
See, I think in last session we have discussed about the string.
Oh.
Just continue. We have to continue to this topic. We have little advance of that string is what we call it as the string buffer. Okay, string buffer. So as we observed about a string, that string is immutable. String is immutable in nature. Immutable in nature. That is, can't modify. Can't modify. Okay, so like this, if we have created string, okay, s1 is equals to, and if we have put it here the ram, okay, if we have put it here ram, and if we have written like this one, string s2 is equals to s1 dot 2 uppercase. Okay, so what it will do? It will convert whatever the content of S1 to the capital, okay, and will assign into the S2. So here, if you try to display the S1, if we try to display the S1, we will get exactly the same string which we have put it. That is what we will get the RAM. We will get the RAM. But if we try to display, S2, we will get a capital RAM. Okay, so it converted. So original string we can't modify. Original string we can't modify. That is what the string. So string is used to represent a sequence of characters. String is used to represent a sequence of character which is immutable in nature. That means what? We can't modify the content. Whatever the content we have added, that remains the same. So that is what we can say about a string. But sometimes we need to represent a string. We need to represent a sequence of characters that must be a mutable. Mutable means what? That will be a modifiable. So if we have to represent a modifiable string, then we must go for the string buffer. We can say string buffer. So what exactly string buffer is? String buffer, it's similar with string only. It's similar with the string only. String buffer is exactly, we can say, similar with the string only. Just differ in modifiability, or we can say differ in nature. What nature? That is, string buffer used to represent a string. It's used to represent string. Used to represent a string or a sequence of character, or sequence of characters which are mutable in nature. That is modifiable. So that is what only the difference. Between a string and a string buffer. So we can say string buffer is a class present in java.lan package. So if it is a class, we know that we need to create object. So that is what we need to think about the constructors. We need to think about the constructors are nothing but a creating object. So how we can create object? StringBuffer ESB is equals to new StringBuffer ESB is equal to new StringBuffer. This is one. So it will create a empty StringBuffer with a default size 16. That means what? It will create a 16 blocks to store a 16 characters. So that is what the default size. One more overloaded constructor of this one is we can simply say StringBuffer SB is equal to new StringBuffer, and here we can write the string. Assume like I have put a RAM. So what it will do? It will create a 16 plus length. That is 16 plus length. Here 16 plus length of the string is 3. So I can say +3. Okay, that is what it will allocate. 19 blocks over here. 19 blocks over. So from where 3 comes, it is the length of the specified string. Okay, or there is another one overloaded constructor for that one is here. We can specify the integer length. Okay, that means what I can simply specify here 5. So that means what it will create a empty string buffer with a 5 size. That means what in that one we can store a 5 characters. So see, as we have to implement the modifiable string, so that is the reason actually they are allocating the extra blocks. So that we can reuse that one. For example, see, okay, it have the various methods. That methods we can use to perform a modifiable nature of your string simply. So I can simply consider this one. Okay, StringBuffer SB is equal to new StringBuffer. Okay, and now I will use a first method. Very simply that, okay, we call it as the append method. Return type of that one is the string buffer only. Okay, append, we call it as the append. Okay, like this one. Okay, and in that one we have to specify the string only. Okay, that means what? Simply, if I have written sb.append, and in what is SB? SB is the object of a string buffer. Assume like it have the RAM. Okay, and if I am specifying here as a jam, so sb.append jam, return type of that one is a string buffer. If I have to put into the string S1, S1 is equal to sb.append jam. So return type is object, that is what the string buffer object. So I need to convert that object to string. So that's why we can use toString over here. ToString will convert object. Actually, I can say ToString convert, ToString convert, ToString method convert object to string representation, object to string representation. So as sb dot append jump, so if we have written like this one, so whatever the content of sb, that is ram, will be get appended to jump. Okay, ram will be get appended to jump. So if we try to display s1, we will get ram jump. We will get ram jump. And if you try to display sb even, we will get a ram, okay, and a jump. So that means what? Even original string which we have been created, that is been modified. Earlier it was only ram. But as we appended, original string also get changed and it becomes a ram jump. So this is we can say this is the one form of a string. We can say we have the other method too. We can do like this one. Second method of this one is, I can write a string buffer. Okay, that is what the return type. I can write a insert, and in a bracket, we have to specify the index, comma, here I have to specify the string. Index, commas, here we can simply specify the string which we want to insert. So assume like I have this one string again. Control C, I just putting over here. Control V, and in that one I have put it here ram, and here I have put it a jump. Now I want to write like this one, string again s1 I'm using is equals to sb dot insert. Where you want to insert? Assume like I want to insert after ram. So what will be the index? 0, 1, 2, that will be a 3. So I want to insert the new string. at a third index. And what is that string? I just want to write here a sham. So when I'm writing string s1 is equal to sb dot insert 3 sham, I must have to convert, that is by using ToString. Okay, so ToString, remember, it is always used to represent the string format, to convert object to string format. So if I'm writing like this one and try to display s1, we will get ram, yes, sham, and then we should have the jump, ram, sham, jump. If we try to display sb even, we will get ram, sham, and we can get a jump, ram, sham, and a jump. So original string we are modifying. We are simply modifying. So this is what we can say. See, actually there is another one very important method we always use here. Okay, that is what string buffer reverse. We have to use a reverse. See, string buffer reverse. That means what? If whenever I need to reverse the string, I can write like string buffer sb is equal to new string buffer. I can write here a string s1 is equals to sb dot, I can write a reverse dot to string. Okay, if I have written like this one, and if I displayed s1 after this, I will get MAR. Okay, that is what original string will be get reversed. If I have written SB only, SB, okay, if I displayed SB, even I will get MAR like this one. So in this way, we can reverse the string. So if I want to show you the memory representation for that, Okay, I want to show you the memory representation for that. So I just go to the paint here. Okay, here in the paint, I will simply write the thing which we have discussed over here. String buffer SB is equal to new string buffer. Okay, SB dot reverse like this one if I have done. Now see, when we are writing like this one, when we are writing like this one, what it will do, it will create these many blocks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, like this one, dash, dash, dash. Okay, I can just write like this one. Okay, and finally we can write like this. So like this one it will be. What will be the index? Here index of that one is 0. Here we can say 0. Then we can write here 1, then 2 like that one. So last one index will be, assume as we have put it RAM. So 16 plus 3, that is 19. So last index will be a 18 over here. 18 over here. Okay, and RAM will be get assigned like this one. Here is your RAM. Here is your, we can simply say here is your RAM. So RAM will be get stored. Now if you want to modify the string, that modifiable string will be, or character will be get added here itself. So like in the if we want to reverse this RAM, this RAM will be get replaced by MAR. Okay, but if we done append like SB dot, we guys have written SB dot append, and in a bracket we have put a jump. So when we are writing like this one, what it will do? Jump will be get added like this one. J, here we can see here A, and then we can write like here. So in this way it will be get append. So whatever the empty spaces we have allocated by using this one, that empty spaces will be get reused in the modifiable process. We can, whenever we go for modifying the string, that empty spaces which we are allocated to store the character, that will be get reused in this process. Yes, clear what I mean to say?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So I just go to the Eclipse and will try to show you this process. So many methods are there. We can use that methods.
सर मग स्ट्रिंग चांगला का स्ट्रिंग बफर?
Depends on your requirement. If you want to create the string with immutable in nature, that is, we should not modify that one. So we should prefer the string. Okay, and if you want to string with a modifying in nature, that means what number of times your string will be going to be changed. In that cases, string buffer is best option. So depends. Clear?
Yes.
Yes. So just I will go for this. Control V. See, string buffer SB is equal to new string buffer RAM. String S1 is SB dot reverse to string. And I just try to write here sys out. In that one, I will try to write SB dot. So many methods are there. You can simply observe here. SB dot C capacity. SB dot capacity. Capacity is nothing but a total number of characters present in the, total number of blocks is nothing but a capacity. We can write a SB dot size. We can write a SB dot, is it size is there? To string, okay, I think we don't have the SB dot capacity is there. I think length is there. Okay, so length is nothing but a total number of characters. We can have the length. Okay, so here I can just try to display this. Okay, I'm running this. You can see total number of capacity. What is the capacity? 19, and actual size, actual length is 3 characters. Now I can just try to display this before reversing or after reversing even. Sys out. I will try to write S1. Okay, after that again I will write a sys out. ESB, I will write a ESB directly object, and you can see simply here. See 19.3 MAR, this is what the output. That means that original string has been changed. Original string has been changed. Now if I write SB dot append, okay, like this, and in a bracket, I will put here in the double quotation, I just write a jam. Okay, I will write a jam. Okay, here again, I will put a S1 is equals to, see, as it is giving the error. Why? Because return type of this one is a string buffer, and we are trying to store into the string. So to convert that one, we have to use a dot to string. We have to use a dot to string, so it will convert to that one. And again, I will just try to display this. Control V, and you can see here. See, MARJM. That means what they have? They have appended exactly same way. If we can write here S1 dot SB dot insert, we can write a SB dot insert, and in a bracket we can just specify here 3, comma, in the double quotation we can just write the sham. Okay, here too we can just specify the to string. Okay, this one finish. Okay, like this one we have tried. Okay, SB is equals to, we have to specify SB dot insert. Okay, and after that one we will try to display again these two statements. Control C, I will put a Control V. Okay, Control S. You can simply see here that what is exactly the output is coming. See, sham is been inserted in between. Sham is been inserted in between like this. So this is how exactly the string buffer make string as a mutable in nature. So it is what we call it as the mutability. We call it as the mutability. That is what we can change, can modify, or we can say can change. Okay, so that is what this is about a string. This is about a string, and this is about we can simply write it is about a string buffer. Otherwise usability of the string and the string buffer are same. So when string is going to be change multiple times, we should prefer string buffer. And when string is not going to be changed multiple times, we must prefer string. We must prefer a string. Yes, clear?
Yes, sir. सर एक हे होतं
येस.
ते आपण इंडेक्स 3 दिलं होतं ना श्यामला, मग ते मध्ये कसं हे झालं
स्ट्रिंग बफर
0
मध्ये
1
कोण आहे
2
तुझा? राम.
राम आहे
आर चा इंडेक्स किती? 0.
0
ए चा किती? 1. एम चा किती?
2
2.
आलं लक्षात.
आणि एम नंतर कोण? 3.
3
येते लक्षामध्ये. आणि
आलं
त्याच्यामुळं तिथे काय झालं, तो मध्ये जाऊन इन्सर्ट झाला.
मध्ये आला.
येस.
येस.
Then again, actually with this one, very important, one more class we always use, and that is what we call it as the string builder. We call it as the string builder class. Okay, so just I will tell you this, or before that I just copy this, Control A, Control C. I will go here so that you guys can use this. Now I want to explain to you guys that string builder. So before that we observed a string. Okay, then we move to the string buffer. Okay, now we need to think about the string builder. String builder. See, actually we observed that string and a string buffer. String is used to represent a immutable string. String buffer is used for the mutable string. So I can say about a string builder, that it's exactly similar with the string buffer. Is exactly similar with the string buffer that is used to represent sequence of characters which are mutable in nature, that is modifiable. That means that it is exactly similar. Then what is the difference? Difference is that methods of string buffer are synchronized. Methods of a string buffer are synchronized. That is thread safe. That is what we call it as the thread safe. Okay. Whereas methods of string builder are not synchronized. Not synchronized. That is not a thread safe. Not a thread, we can say safe. So what is the thread safety or the thread synchronization? We can see that one in the multi-threading. In the multi-threading, here only we can say that in multi-threaded environment, where resources are sharing in multiple threads. Okay, in that case string buffer is we can say good option. String buffer is good option. Okay, there we can't use a string builder. We can't use a string builder. But if multi-threaded environment is not there, then the string builder is more efficient. String builder is more efficient than a string buffer. It is more efficient than a string buffer. So that is what we can say about this. Otherwise, everything is exactly similar to the string buffer. So I just move to here, and you can write here exactly same way, like here too. String buffer, string builder. Okay, yes, B, yes, I can write is equals to new string builder. Okay, in a bracket, in the double quotation, I can just put here a RAM. Okay, and I can count, write like this one. See, and this is exactly same. Okay, and here I can write these two statements over here. Oh, I can write like this one. Control C. After that one, Control V. And you can see here, I will not make it again. I will just write here S1. Okay, here SB, yes, I will write SBS dot reverse, and I will try to write SBS dot capacity, SBS dot length. See, same methods are available, and I can simply write here S1. Okay, S1. So this is all about sysout string builder. String builder like this. Control yes, and you can observe these output lines. Okay, I just try to execute this. You can see here. See, after string builder, 19.3 and MAR. 19.3 and MAR. That means what? That means what? Usability of a string buffer is exactly similar to the string builder and the string buffer. Just the difference is what? Thread safety. That is what the synchronization. That synchronization concept we can see later. Clear? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So now we can stop here for the string. Okay, we can go for the very interesting and new concept tomorrow. I will not continue the session, second session. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Enjoy. Bye.
Bye.